Dan here from You Rock We Drone. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Today I want to talk to you about the DJI Mavic Air 2 Asteroid quick shot mode. Now, Asteroid is also very often referred to as Tiny Planet, and I'm gonna show you how to access the quick shot modes all together and where you can find Asteroid. Next, we will take a look at what it does and what the different parameters are. Well, in fact, actually there are no parameters, and you also can't change your camera settings, so that's a bit of a bummer, but it's still a cool effect. Lastly, we will take it into our editing software. I'll be using Final Cut Pro. You can use whatever you like, and we'll see what we can do with it in post-production to make it a little bit more interesting. And if you don't know what the Tiny Planet or the Asteroid quick shot mode is at all, here's an example, and then let's get started. So before we get started, and I'll show you how to do one of those, I'd like you to consider subscribing to the channel. There's gonna be awesome new drone related stuff on the channel every single week. So if you're into tutorials, how-tos, drone flying, or just like epic pretty drone videos, then this is the channel for you. Click the little red subscribe button down below and the bell icon right next to it so that you don't miss the next video. All right, let's get into the Asteroid quick shot mode. Okay, cool. So we have our drone up in the air. So all you want to do is access your quick shot mode by pressing the little button above your shutter button. And then the third one down is quick shots. You just select that one, and then you can see, if you scroll on this list, you can see all your different options, and you just select Asteroid. So from here, if you're close enough to yourself, like from the drone's perspective, then you should see a little plus on yourself already. You can see that here on my little screen share. So all you have to do is click that plus button, and what you can also do is draw a rectangle around yourself, and that now that it is tracking you, all that's left to do, because there are no parameters here, is click start. Let's just go ahead and do that. So now the drone does its thing. It's basically flying away from you up into a certain height, and from there it's stopping and it's taking like 360 pictures around to basically build this little planet, and then it will bake it all into one 1080p video. So you don't get access to the individual photos, you don't get access to the video that it's shooting just on its way out, like droney style. You just get this pre-baked video 1080p, so you don't have many options in post, but let's take it in post anyway and see what we can do with it.
Okay, here we are in Final Cut Pro 10, and as I mentioned before, there aren't very many options. So you get a video that's about 10 seconds long, and while it's kind of cool, it's still a little bit boring. So here's what I like to do to make it a little bit more interesting. First, just like with all the other quick shot modes, I like to cut off the first couple of seconds. It just makes it a little bit more interesting, and the drone is already way in motion. And then the next thing is to speed ramp into the planet effect. So basically let it play for like a second or two, and then hit Shift B on your keyboard and then go all the way out where you can see that, okay, we're clearly going into this planet thing here. We're gonna hit Shift B again, and then we're gonna speed this up maybe 4 times. Play this back real quick to see how that looks. We can try 8 times as well. Might be a little bit more interesting. And then also the last bit is pretty slow, so I like to cut off the last couple of seconds here. And then to make it a little bit more interesting, just where the speed ramp is happening, we'd like to add a little sound effect here. So maybe we will grab one that we found on the internet, and we'll just move it over here just like that, so you can see where most of the whoosh effect is happening should be where the end of the speed ramp is happening. So maybe we'll move this over just a couple of frames here, and that looks pretty good. And we will cut this off at the end, and that's about it. That's all I can think of what you can do with the Asteroid, aka Tiny Planet quick shot mode. If you have some other cool ideas, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna play back some examples, and would love to hear from you if you would use this effect at all in any of your videos.
right, there we are. Yeah, not so many options, but again, for things like Instagram or just Facebook and like adding it to your travel videos, definitely a really cool option, a really nice transition showing off the area that you're in. I really like it for like casual stuff. Guys, I hope you found this useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps with these kind of YouTube videos, and also consider subscribing to the channel. More awesome drone stuff every single week, and I will see you in the next week. Until then, have a good one, and until next time.